Hi, welcome. You're with Jennifer Frost, your Australian Crafty Carrot demonstrator, and today I am bringing you the case challenge from the Nailed It program that we're featuring throughout May. So welcome. I hope you enjoy this video. I had a lot of fun playing with this card. I love casing. Casing is one of my favourite ways to get those creative juices flowing. I find that the beautiful things that our concept artists create for the Stampin' Up catalogue are really inspiring, and they're a great place to start when you're feeling a bit blocked or you don't have an idea come to you straight away for a particular stamp set. It can really help you draw the elements that you've been thinking of together and create something really pretty. So I have done that today with this card here. I have cased the caddy, and you will find the project I've based mine on here. Now if you can see that, I'll bring it up a little bit closer to the screen. So this is a baby card that features on page 59 of the annual catalogue. Really cute. I love the neutral crumb cake base and the touches of colour they've put on the top, and the embossing. Heat embossing is very me, and I love crumb cake, so it was not a hard choice to pull this stamp set out to use with this as a case. So I've got mine here. It's got the screwdriver, it says sorry I screwed up, and we've popped in some of those elements from the recommended shopping list. The little urban underground embellishments, little metal screws there. I've coloured with watercolour pencils. So you'll get to see a lot of that here today. I might get started. I've got my folded Whisper White card base. That's going to sit bordered, sit with the crumb cake on top bordering around it. So I'll set that aside until I'm ready to use it. So I've got my crumb cake panel. If you're worried about sizing, all of the specifics will be in the PDF tutorial, so don't worry, you'll be able to play along with those at home. I'm using the screwdriver today, and because some of my stamping falls off the page, I'm just going to get a piece of printer paper, a piece of scratch paper to catch any bits that come off. My Versamark pad, and I'm going to start with the big screwdriver. So what I might do is stamp a few of these and heat emboss them in real time, and then I'm going to speed the process up for you so you don't have to watch me do each impression. My white embossing powder. And sprinkle that on. It's come up pretty clean. Alright, now I'm going to set that in place with my heat tool. Alright, so that's the screwdrivers in place there. And the next step is to add the little screws to fill in the background a little bit. In fact, I might add this little screw as well, the little top, because that will go nicely with this theme. I'm going to mount them together on a block if they'll let me. I might pop a little tape. Oh, I might have this one's got a little tape already. There we go, so Versamark. Just a few places here. With small stamps it's easy to catch the edge of the stamp. Luckily we're not working with ink, or that little line would have been annoying. But as it is with Versamark, you can just scratch it off. Right, then that's ready to heat set. There we go, that's our background. But it's not quite done yet. You could easily leave it like that, but I wanted to deepen up those screwdrivers a little bit. I don't know if you can see the difference. These ones I've applied a little bit of extra colour and shading to help pull them from the background. Give that background just that little bit more dimension. And to do that, I've got an aqua painter and my crumb cake ink. Just make sure that that's clean. I'm picking up the ink. I don't mind if it's quite dark. I'm colouring in. Doesn't matter if it's haphazard. That's just going to pull those out of the background. It's kind of the monochromatic background look. Just being careful not to put my hand back on any wet ink. As I go, I might give those a quick dry off to see if they're deep enough. When the colours are first applied, you can find that they look really dark, and then as they dry you look at them and think, oh, I might like to add a bit of extra colour. And when I did my initial sample, I started very light because I wasn't quite sure of what kind of look I wanted, and it's easier to add more than it is to take it away in the end. But you can see that they're lovely and dark. They've come up really nicely that first time. So I've got my watercolour, my Whisper White watercolour pencil, and I'm just going to give that a little bit of shading. I'm just going to the right side of the tools. Just building up a little bit of background interest. Then I'm going to use my blender pen, make sure it's nice and clean, to just soften that white. Give it that little bit of depth and dimension. Alright, so the next step is to create the little coloured feature. I'm going to go grab a piece of extra crumb cake to do that. Alright, so I've got this piece of off-cut crumb cake, and I'm going to use the same Versamark and heat embossing technique. Ooh. Lucky it's a clear inker. Gives me a little bit of trouble. Alright, let's try that again. Stamp that on here. And apply the white powder. Tip that back into the box there. And I'm going to heat set that little one. Just pack that powder away now that those pieces are done. Alright, and now I'm going to apply some colour. I'm going to use my watercolour pencils to do that. So I've got grey here. I thought grey was a good fit for the screwdriver top. And black and yellow. So I've got some yellow. I'm going quite heavy because we're colouring on crumb cake. You want the colour to be able to stand nice and vibrant. And some black for the screwdriver. Now I'm getting my aqua painter out again. I'm going to just blend that colour in. Now the yellow. The beauty about colouring when you've done some heat embossing is that the colouring tends to stay in the lines, and the white will resist the wet colours and still stand nice and strong and vibrant. Down there. Then I've got a matching dye. Before I dye it, I might give it a quick colour heat set. Now I'm going to run it through the Big Shot with the coordinating framelit. And these are the Build It framelits, and I'm going to get the coordinating screwdriver. I need my paneling pieces. And the little plastic piece for the top. Here we go. So if you're not big on fussy cutting, these dies are fabulous. Such a great help. Yeah, so now we can start to compile those pieces. Let's stick that on the base. once you're at that level, it's nice to add the last few touches. So I've got some of the Urban Underground embellishments here. They're cute. Heavy, self-adhesive, easy to use. These little screw heads go perfectly with this particular design. Scatter them around like that. And then the last step is just to add the sentiment. Now I really liked the yellow, and I wanted to draw out that pop of colour. And there's a few sentiments in here, and they all kind of match the imagery. So the one that worked with the screwdriver was Sorry I Screwed Up. And I will show you that a little bit now. Alright, so I've got this piece of Daffodil Delight, which is the yellow tone that I did my colouring in. I'm going to use my heat. Use this one again. Reverse a mark. I'm going to apply the powder. Actually, you know, this time around, instead of white powder, I am going to try silver. Heat set that. Alright, so I'm liking that heaps better than the white. The white kind of faded away into the yellow. It didn't stand out very well. And the silver ties in with the little silver Urban Underground embellishments, so that's a good fit. Just get my little punch. This is the new classic label punch. It's in the annual catalogue. I shouldn't really call it new, since the annual catalogue has been around for a little while now. But it's a really fun little shape, and I'm using it quite a lot. Alright, so I'm going to pop that on dimensionals on either side here. I might cut one in half. A bit frugal with the dimensionals where I can be. If a half will do, then a half it is. Alright, so that's the card. Now I had a lot of fun making that one and decided to make a couple of extras. So I've got this one here. I knew the first time I liked you that I knew I liked you the first time I saw you. And I've got this one, Thanks for Always Building Me Up, and that's got the little hammer on there. So with these ones, because I had some of these little enamel dots left, I felt like the colour really helped tie in what we've done in the banners. But the little urban embellishments work fabulous too. So use what you've got in your stash, and if you find a card that you like, make a few of them, like I've done. Alright ladies, so if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. I am going to clean up this mess, and I look forward to crafting and sharing more things with you soon. Thanks ladies, bye.